Hello everyone, I am Avinash. I am going to present our work titled Adversarial and Auxiliary Feature Aware BERT for Sarcasm Detection. This work we have done in BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. So first, to give you the motivation behind this work, social media is one of the biggest platform for a person to express his opinion and share information. Many people convey their opinion in a sarcastic way where negative viewpoints is expressed using positive or intensified positive words, as it is inherently challenging to analyze the intended meaning of a sarcastic sentence even for both a human and machine as well. Such kind of sentences throw a big challenge to sentiment analysis system. For example, if someone writes or someone says that it is a wonderful feeling to carry an expensive laptop with a slow processor. So actually it's a sarcastic sentence which expresses negative sentiment about processor using positive opinion word like wonderful feeling. That's why to build an efficient sentiment and analysis system, it is must to build an efficient model to detect the sarcasm in a sentence. Other than building a high performant model, it is also important to safeguard the model from possible vulnerability once it is deployed in a production environment. One of the most important vulnerability is adversarial example, which are created by adding small perturbation to original input, which can mislead the model. So our work is motivated by these 2 points. Firstly, in the context of enhancing the performance of sentiment analysis task, it is important to detect the sarcasm in the sentence. Secondly, build a highly generalized model that can efficiently work on both original inputs and adversarial examples. Keeping these 2 points in our mind, in this paper we present a BERT-based network that additionally uses high-quality handcrafted features for sarcasm detection for a given sentence. Then we add adversarial example and do adversarial training that behaves as a regularizer in helping the network generalize better with enhanced performance. So coming to the components of our model, which includes uh, BERT word embedding, encoder layer, auxiliary feature concatenation, softmax layer, adversarial training. In our model, uh, adversarial training plays an important role. We generate adversarial example from BERT embedding using the gradient of the loss. Then we feed the perturbated examples to the BERT encoder to get the sentence representations, which gets concatenated with auxiliary features to calculate the adversarial loss. Finally, our model is trained to optimize the sum of both the losses. So first, let me explain the core architecture of our model. So this diagram is basically depicting that only. In this diagram, we are not considering the adversarial training. This is just a core architecture, like how we are inputting the original input sentence and how the standard loss are getting calculated. So if you will see this diagram, it is obvious that we take an input sentence and we pass it to BERT, and BERT generates the input embeddings for each of the token. BERT calculates the input embedding by summing over token, position, and segment embeddings. We take original sentence and first add CLS and special tokens. After the addition of these 2 tokens in the sentence, we pass it to the BERT where the token embeddings of each token is generated, and then encoder layer outputs the hidden representations of all the token of a sentence. We use final hidden state of CLS token as aggregate sequence representation of input sentence. We further add sentiment, semantic, and punctuation based handcrafted features that we call it as a auxiliary feature that you can see it in this diagram. And how we calculate it, I'll explain it in a bit. So we take sentiment features, semantic features, and punctuation features. So all these features are already listed in this slide. So first to go over the semantic features. So to get the semantic information about the sentence, we take LIWC dictionary. This dictionary helps in doing lookup and count the words which belongs to linguistic process, uh, psychological process, and personal concerns class. Then we extract the sentiment features, which gives very important clue about the presence of sarcasm in a sentence. Usually, sarcasm is used to express anger or irritation about an adverse situations. Hence, people often use exaggeration and positive expressions to describe their negative situations. We consider count of positive negative punctuations, positive negative ellipses, maximum length of positive negative phrase in a sentence as a feature. Though semantic and sentiment related features are important, but not enough to detect the sarcasm in the given sentence. While expressing the sarcasm, people use facial gesture, low tones, or exaggerations. And while writing these facets, these things are communicated via punctuation. So in the context of that, at last, we also extract punctuation related features in a sentence, which includes number of quotes, number of exclamation marks, number of question marks, number of ellipses, and number of interjection in a sentence. In short, we take 3 semantic features, 3 sentiment features, and 5 punctuation based features, which in total 11 handcrafted features of a sentence. We call them auxiliary features of 11 dimension and combined it with the hidden state of CLS token to generate the new sentence representation. So in this slide, you can see it like these two features are getting concatenated and final sentence representations are getting generated. Taking this final sentence representation, we pass it to the linear layer and calculate the standard loss using binary cross entropy. So this was the whole process which we defined it for our core architecture. Now, after that, we add adversarial examples in our model, and further we do the adversarial training. So after calculating the standard loss, we do adversarial training where adversarial examples is generated for a given input using white box attack. In white box attack, model parameters can be accessed, unlike black box attack, which can only use input and output. In our model, white box attack is done on word embedding level to generate the parameter of model in a generalized way. In general, adversarial training provides a new objective function based on adversarial perturbation to complement the original optimization procedure. In our proposed network, we create perturbations using the gradient of original loss function, and we add adversarial perturbation to embedding level. We assume y is the probability of labels for a given input I and model parameter lambda. In order to generate the adversarial examples, we use first equation as shown in this slide, where we add perturbation k on the input I and lambda hat keeps a constant copy of lambda, which doesn't allow the gradients to propagate in the process of generating the adversarial example. This equation is searching the worst perturbation and at the same time trying to minimize the loss of the model. Second equation shown in the slide is achieved by approximating the equation 1 by linearizing around I. The second equation actually helps in generating adversarial example for our model. As shown in the diagram, a newly generated adversarial example follows the same flow as original sentence, where adversarial example is passed to BERT and to get the hidden state of CLS token, and then auxiliary features are concatenated to get the resultant representation of a adversarial example. Then this resultant representation is passed to linear and softmax layer, where adversarial loss is calculated using binary cross entropy. We add the standard loss of original sentence and adversarial loss of adversarial example. After doing summation of these two losses, overall loss of the model is computed, which is getting minimized during training of the model. For the experimentation point of view, we take a large self-annotated corpus which has sarcastic and non-sarcastic comments of social media site called Reddit. we create balanced and imbalanced data set for our experiments. As shown in the slide, the balanced data set contains an equal proportion of sarcastic and non-sarcastic comments in training and testing data sets. And imbalanced data sets represents a real world scenario where sarcastic comments are ideally lesser than non-sarcastic comments, and this ratio is approximately 1:3. Using this data set, we perform experiments. Now, this slide is explaining the and presenting the results which we have done it for our various experiments. We do a comparison of our proposed model with two groups of baseline. The first group of models shown in the result table is based on statistical machine learning approaches, which uses handcrafted feature and use SVM for classification. These models are inspired by previous work and built by us using our dataset. In the second group of model, it is based on deep neural network, which uses pre-trained globe word embedding. This result table shows that our proposed model performs the best on both balanced and imbalanced datasets. Comparison of F-score amongst statistical machine learning approaches shows that our handcrafted auxiliary features perform better than others. It also exhibits that compared to other, our handcrafted feature have better ability to identify sarcasm in a sentence. It is also very interesting to observe that our auxiliary feature-based SVM model outperforms some of the deep neural networks like BiLSTM and CNN on both the datasets. Our final proposed model, which results are shown at the last row in the table, outperforms the strongest baseline multi-headed BiLSTM, which is denoted as MHA BiLSTM, by a margin of 2.49% and 8.35% on balanced and imbalanced datasets respectively. The third group is presenting the result of variations of our proposed model. These results helps in verifying the effectiveness of various components of our proposed model. This result shows that inclusion of handcrafted auxiliary features and adversarial training is contributing to improve the performance of our proposed model. Also, if we closely see the results of this group, we can understand that contribution of adversarial training is larger than handcrafted features. These results confirms that combination of adversarial training along with auxiliary features helps in enhancing the performance of our model. At the end, we summarize our work, and this slide is giving this gist of that. So our work can be concluded as we introduce an adversarial and auxiliary feature-aware BERT model for sarcasm detection task. Then we investigate the effectiveness of auxiliary feature and adversarial training in our proposed model. We also build various baseline model using our dataset and perform a comparative study. And the study shows that our proposed model outperform all other model with a large margin. So that was the presentation from our side. Thank you so much.